All right, let's go. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's turn it up. Let's turn it up. Viewers, subscribers, let's go. Let's go. Throwing this out for you, guys and gals. I don't know. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. This is for you. Man, is that an awesome crowd or what? Let's go! Turn it up. How you doing, Tech Dave? Appreciate you being here. Let's go! Can't get enough of saying that. Turning you guys up too. Hopefully you are having an awesome day. I hope you are. Let's go. I gotta finish up here in good old Chatty Waddy chat. Trying to wake up my stream elements. Stream elements, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. We're live over here, stream elements. Usually this works. Spam chat a little bit and wake up the old stream elements. Come on. Ba, 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 ba. Appreciate you guys and gals being here, hitting that play button. Let's go. You know I love that. You know I love it. I truly do. There we go. Stream elements woke up. Finally. Finally. How was your nap there, stream elements? Did you have a good sleepy weepy? It's hilarious. I know. I'm funny. I'm so funny, guys. I'm so funny. Yeah, I think that should do. I think that should do. Did I get everything I wanted to post? Pasty posty, posty pasty. Got dry mouth and the posty pasties. Okay, there. All right, time to get things going. What are we doing today, guys and gals? What are we doing today? We're still talking about the old input system. Yeah, still. That's right, we are. So, if you guys are not familiar, let's just get a new project going up. Brand new project right from the beginning. It's fairly quick, guys, to set up. As long as you have a screaming fast PC, like, yeah. I'm trying to be modest here. Trying to be modest. Okay, what are we doing? We are doing, let's see, what do we call this? I'm thinking of the title, maybe. I don't know. Creating your own. We'll just call it. I'm gonna title it this. Good enough. Good enough. Player input actions. Let's go. So this is this video, guys, is for. There's the quick and easy setup, which I did last video. Hopefully it was a quick enough video for you guys. You know, trying not to do a magic show over here, you know, trying to actually give you guys some, you know, tips and tricks and advice and, you know, hashtag explained, doing my best over here. There is one channel I do want to show the love to and the support. I'll make sure I remind myself later to show that. It'll also be in my comment in the video description when I'm done live. So if you want to check out, there's one channel, there's a particular video I watched. He kind of goes into more in-depth detail. I'm going to show you kind of like his video doesn't show how to kind of create and do your own setup. That's what I'm going to do here. His video goes into more of a, it's very easy to understand his explanation. I think it's a really well done up video. Lots of views on this video. Again, he's still just like me, a small time streamer. I'm helping out the little guy, so again, I'm gonna mention him sometime in this video. I'll bring it up again, guys, and it would be great if you actually check the video out. Again, the link will be there. Support the little guy. You know, the guy that's doing well, he's gonna be fine without your views. Okay, he's gonna be just fine. All right, you don't need to keep, I don't know, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I wanted to say something, but and it wasn't gonna be very nice. Let's go. Make some noise. Need some coffees. Where is that? I keep always having to look for it all the time. Where are you? Oh, is it the one that's up here? Yeah. All right, guys and gals, it is time. It is time to make the magic happen. I honestly love doing that. Okay, the first thing we need to do, guys. What the California? I don't want you to do that. Loop. Sometimes these YouTube videos, either they'll go to like a whole list of, you know, videos that you can select from, or it'll just loop to the next song or whatever. Yeah, I don't want to get into it. Okay, hold up. Let me get comfortable here, guys, gals. Get comfortable yourself. Okay, make sure you have your old bunny slippers on. Get your rabbit or bunny slippers on. Your non-smoking jacket, and your glass of, I don't know, cherry Chardonnay cola. Sitting and settling yourself in front of that nice cozy warm fire, watching Whiskey Tango coding. Let's go! You guys are awesome. Did I do that yet? I get sidetracked so easy. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Okay. Package manager. Click this little drop down arrow, click Unity Registry, and type input. Alright, let's go. So I do try to stay focused, guys. When I'm working, man, you should see how focused I am. Like, I could get like super focused. It's like, people, leave me alone. I got this. I got this. That's right. And I love doing it too. Learning and growing and expanding the mind and knowledge. I love learning. I do. Okay, so I need to learn how to read dialogue pop-up boxes, because apparently I don't know how to when I'm, you know, downloading from the asset store. Guys, tips and tricks and advice for you when you're downloading something from the asset store. Make sure you read. I know we're humans, man. We're so lazy, such lazy readers, you know? It's not 100% true. Okay, we have to restart. That's a given every time you install or download the input system. Okay, guys, as a heads up, we're kind of progressing from the old original input system. Again, what is the input system? I'm going to have a little bit of a breakdown in comments for you guys to read up on, so that'll, a little bit of technical information. We're talking about the new input system. I don't want to call the other one the old input system. I'm calling it the original. But technically speaking, the original input system's more focused towards, I'm not sure if I'm 100% correct on this, but more focused on towards PC, right? So if you're a developer and you're awesome at coding and that, and you want to learn and create your own games and such, kind of like I do, I love doing this. I'm having so much fun learning and doing this. Like, thank you Unity, and thank you Microsoft Visual Studio for the great opportunity to be able to use your software. Again, myself, I'm open-minded. I understand like how awesome of it truly is that you guys are allowing us to use this for free. Okay, I'm one of those people that actually appreciates. Okay, I'm not a taker. Okay, I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. So many people in the world, they just want to take. They just take. They're, and they, the least you could do is, click thumbs up or something, show your appreciation. Sheesh. I'm just kidding. I don't know, I'm getting sidetracked, but anyways, I do appreciate it. It's huge. I don't know how much this software is, guys. I mean, to make this software, it's not one guy that made this program. It takes more than a day to make this software. Okay. It's no different with Visual Studio. Okay, $5,000 plus software packages out here us regular Joes cannot afford to use, and like, this is a huge benefit for all of us. I think the idea behind it all, guys, is you may be just look at yourself in the mirror and really love yourself and say to yourself, I am awesome, because you truly are. I'm telling you, over here, if you're willing to learn and listen, especially to me, and to learn and to grow, and wanting to fill your mind with knowledge and education and not toxicity and garbage and soap opera drama and whatever else, yeah, I avoid that stuff. But anyways, yeah, you're awesome. You truly are. So you could be that diamond in the rough is what I'm trying to get at. I think that's why they do. I think that's why the software is out there. There's so many learning channels. Like Unity itself has their own learn.unity, guys. Check it out if you want to learn on there. They got some pretty good little projects and stuff. Neat little projects that you guys could practice to learn from. You're gonna have to learn how to do C# coding, right? I know I have C++ over here. I mean, for me, it's kind of the backwards learning, but I love learning the hardest thing first versus the easiest thing. I'm that type of person that would rather do the hard tasks first just to get it over and done with, okay? Because then when it's time to go on to that easy task, man, it's nothing but funs and games. So imagine if you did that backwards. You did the fun stuff first, okay? But you have to do the hard stuff. Now it's time to do the hard stuff. Wow, how much fun and laughs are you going to be having? Really? How much? Let's think about this. Probably not too much. You're going to take your happy moment to a sad moment. I think I'd rather do it the other way. But that's just me. So C++, more challenging, but I've learned so much from it. Like, it just helped me understand deeper under the hood what's up. Okay, when you're running code, making runtime action happen, making the magic happen. Let's go. Ugh, I needed more coffee. Whew. I gotta pause that. Okay, pause. So yeah, anyways, you're gonna have to learn C sharp, guys. And again, if you learn C++ first, C sharp's just gonna be gravy on top of your potatoes. It'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Trust on that. Okay, that's enough chitter chatter. Chatter, chitter, chitter, chatter. It's time to get into this, okay? So I guess the first things we're gonna do is we're gonna create our folders. Okay. Okay, let's get organized here. Okay, folders. I'm gonna create a folder in assets in our project. Now the project folder is a direct link to your file explorer, guys. Direct link. Okay. So anything that you any changes you make in here are going to reflect in real time what happens in your file explorer. Okay, there it's just think of it as a direct connection. Okay, so we're doing a file system here. We're working with the file system. That's what this area is. Okay, going to create a runtime folder. We're going to create an input system folder. Now, I know with coding and running like console applications, I believe, like you can't have spaces and such going on with your folder nameology. I don't know if that's the right word, but you guys know what I mean, right? Naming conventions, right? Just like coding itself has their own particular naming convention, uppercase, lowercase, lives matter, guys. So you can get conflictions, I guess, or maybe a program won't run if there's spaces. Okay, I think we're fine though doing this. Okay, so I created a folder, subfolder, I guess at this point, right? Assets, runtime, and here's the path. Okay. So at this point, this is where. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. Now, just trying to think of off my top of my head. Last video I showed you guys the gals like the quick and easy way would be doing this. Okay. We need to create our own project-wide actions, okay? Input action asset. That's what we need, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do, so I don't have to drag and drop and move anything, I'm creating my folders first. Then I right-click in the empty space, create. And right at the bottom here, I know it's at the bottom and I can't move this up or anything. There's nothing I could do, right? Kind of out of my user control in this UI. Click input actions right at the bottom. Okay, that's what we need. Okay, naming conventions. This is where you need the name. Okay, the name is critical because you're gonna need it in your code. Now, when you I'm gonna rename it. That's not what it's called. But as soon as I click somewhere else, then it kind of just takes whatever's in there, right? So if I go here. And I actually create and assign a default one. I'll show you the name of what would be normally generated. Okay, where am I here? It is... I thought I had it pasted here. Okay, well that's okay. I got another spot I could look. No, wrong folder, wrong spot. Where am I here? Okay. I take so many notes, it's crazy. I gotta look all over the place here. I try to do preparation and stuff ahead of time, guys. Where am I here? There it is, finally. Okay, so this is the name of what it would look like when it's generated. Okay, oops. Rename. Okay. It would be called an input system underscore actions. Okay, it doesn't have to be that. You're creating your own, right? Which we just did. creating our own input actions. We could call it something else, okay? But you're going to have to remember these names, okay? Whatever you call it, because you're going to need it in code. It's kind of like property. You know, it becomes like a property. Rename. So I could call it model inputs. Just whatever you think of, right? You're the creator of your own game. So your folder system, however you name your folders, that's all up to you. Now, if you're learning from other programs and software, maybe stuff that you've downloaded from the asset store, you can learn how, I'm just trying to think of the right words, like your file system management skills. You kind of get the idea, right? The naming system that you're going to go with, sort of thing, right? So you can kind of create all that ahead of time before you start doing it. Okay, and then lastly, but I'll put a name here that really is easy to understand. Okay, there. Player input actions. Right? It's simple and it's easy to understand. Okay? Recall, guys, you got to remember this name. Plus, you got to know where you can access it. Right? Okay, there, it's in there. Okay? We haven't created it yet, right? We're going to eventually do this generate C# class. We don't need to do that yet, guys, okay? Pull on the reins of your horse, okay? And just slow it down a little bit, okay? But we do need to edit it, okay? So there's a couple of... This might be the easiest way. We could probably click open right here. Let's find out. Oh, look at that. That's simple. Okay, so that was a quick shortcut, right? I've highlighted it and I just clicked here. Again, the other way of doing it is just going up to here and project settings. Okay, now that we created it, we could actually do this, right? So we have to do this anyways, so we might as well do it now, right? Edit, project settings, click the little radio button. That's just what I'm calling it. And then here we go. So the system will locate it for you. It's very user friendly. It knows what it is. And yeah, it'll find it for you. Otherwise, if you don't create it, it's going to be none. Okay, so just double click it. There. Boom. So, and you have to do this step anyways. Okay. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So we're going to do one. This is for you guys that want to learn how to create your own. Okay. Because you can make your own. I'm going into the terminology of control schemes and what action maps are and such, and a little more detail of like I'm gonna create all this stuff here. Okay, we're gonna see some stuffies. I'm gonna we'll talk about it a little bit. All right, I'm just saying that for funsies, guys. But there's this particular channel that I want to show the love to, right? He has no idea who I am. I just recently subscribed, but I'm going to share the link to his video because I believe he did a really good job. I think even better than myself. He probably even talks and explains things better than me. And he uses the right verbiage and terminology. Myself, I try my best to explain stuff, guys, you know, in a basic way. I'm okay at explaining. I do try my best to explain things, but I'm more like I can understand. It's just being able to explain it, right? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I totally get it. I can grasp concepts and ideas. It can be explained to me, and I totally get it. But I can't explain it back. I don't know. Crazy, huh? All right, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to start off. Okay, so installed the input system, check. We've created our folders, check. It's inside of our folder, check. Okay, now we need what's called an action map. Okay, now a quick definition, what is an action map? An action map, now this is kind of direct verbiage from, I'm gonna paste the link and stuff in comments for later, but D-Man Games, okay, shout out to him for a well done video. All right, I need to make some noise. All right, just need some coffees, you know? Okay. Back to what we're doing. Okay, an action map. Okay, again, this is what he said in his video. An action map is a container. Okay, it made it so easy to understand for me, right? Because I never looked at it as a container initially, right? I knew what it was, I knew where to use it in code, but I didn't know how to kind of explain it or what it was, right? But he explained it well. Action map is a container for the current state of the gameplay and will affect how the input from the player is interpreted. Okay, it's a basic container for holding all the controls. And you guys, once we do this, you're going to get a better visual. Okay, now control schemes, we don't really need to add a control scheme. We're just going to do one control scheme, and it's going to cover all the other different devices out there. Okay, guys? Now, when in the last video, one was created, and we're going to actually use the same name called player. Okay, real simple. Okay, you might as well call yours player because you're going to see the same naming convention. Plus, this word here is a key word used in your script. This is how the script communicates with this right here. Because it needs to know where to look. It needs to know, right? It probably looks at this like a string. I don't know. I would assume it looks for it, locates it through code behind in a string type fashion. Okay? Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that, but let's carry forward. So player, right? We use that in code. Okay, so that is the name of our action map. Whoops. If you want it, I created one by accident by hitting the plus sign. It's real easy to get rid of, guys. You just click it and just hit delete. Bye. That easy. Okay, it's so user friendly. A lot of people might get scared from all this. Oh my God, there's too much here. I'm scared. And they're running around in circles, kind of like, I don't know. They're running around in circles. It's too much to see. I can't do it. And their arms are flailing in the air and swinging around. And they're tripping over their, I don't know, carpet or something. I don't know. Maybe there was a carpet string sticking out and they fell on their face. It's too much. That's all for jokes and entertainment, guys, because we're turning it up over here. Let's go! That's right. We are. Okay. All right, let's begin. Okay, we've already kind of started anyways, but here we go. Okay, where is eyes is? Okay. So the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna do move. Okay, so now that we created our action map, now we need our action. What's our action? Well, we need to move the player, right? We need some sort of way to move the player. Okay. And this is through user input controls. What do we use for user input controls, guys? Our peripherals, right? Peripheralies. Now, if you're on PC, you're peripherally. Your peripherals are going to be keyboard and mouse. And I don't know, could be other things too. Now, just to let you guys know, there is nothing that says that you can't use a controller on PC, because you 100% can. Using a controller for PC has been a thing since, I don't know, Atari. Maybe I won't go back that far, but it's been a thing for a long time, okay? PC hasn't been just keyboard and mouse. Right, guys? Okay? So any gamers out there that are using controller on PC, hey, you guys are totally cool to do that. You guys are 100% you could do that. I'm saying you can over here. Because I know there's a lot of people that are pro controller, and there's other people that are, like, what I mean by pro, I mean that they favor it the most. Like they will trash talk keyboard and mouse, whereas keyboard and mouse will trash talk controller. It's just, that's the way of the world, right? We all do it. We all still love each other as gamers, but we just love giving each other a hard time, don't we? Oh yeah, it's fun, isn't it? But to let you guys know, anybody that's using controller for gaming on PC, yeah, you totally can. Totally can. I didn't mean to get on a side there, but yes, you can. Okay, let's create a new action. We're going to call it move. Okay, we need to add binding. So this is kind of the stuff that that channel I'm talking about. I'm going to give you guys, again, the link to the video. He explains in more detail this stuff. Whereas I can't so much. Like, I understand what it means to a certain degree. Yeah, I just know what to click, I know what to put in, and I know what to do to make the magic happen. Okay, so we need to add a binding. Well, we do need to add a binding. Just hold up. I'm getting ahead of myself. No, hang on. Yes, hold up. Okay, slow down. First, we need to name it. Okay, I'm going to double click it, and we're going to call it move. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Move. There we go. Okay, rename it to move. Action properties, action type. Right, this is where we need to go, right here. Okay, we need to fulfill these needs and requirements first. What are we doing for move? Well, we're on keyboard and mouse, so we're gonna probably start with that, just to, make things easy. So the action type is value. Okay, value. And the control type is a vector 2. Now, if you've done some code in for your player controller script, of course, when you're working with a 3D game, there's 3 dimensions, right? X, Y, and Z. But when you're talking about a character walking around on a flat plane surface, hopefully you've finished mathematics and you understand what I mean by a plane surface. It's X and Y, right? When you're creating your games and doing stuff in Unity, it's actually X and Z that are the flat plane. Okay, so that's a little note right there, guys. A little heads up for you. Okay, like when you're learning in school mathematics, a flat plane would be X and Y. X would be horizontal and Y would be vertical. But when we're talking about 3 dimensions in Unity, if you're talking about a player or a character walking on the ground, it's actually X and Z. I know, mind-blowing. But just don't overanalyze it. Don't overthink it. Just KISS method, guys. You know what the KISS method is? Keep it simple, right? Stuart. Keep it simple, Stuart. Okay, that's what it means. So, in 3D game creation, Y is vertical, the up towards the sky. Okay, but when you're talking about a flat plain ground, whether it's, I guess we'll just continue with talking about 3D, a character walking on the ground, it's X and Z. So, but that's a vector 2 movement. Okay, so that's why we're using vector 2. So that's how I can explain that to you guys, okay? So if you're like creating a 3D game and you're going, well, why isn't it a vector 3? I don't understand. And next thing you know, you're running around in circles in your house again, flailing your arms up in the air, ah, 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 screaming and and all those things being over dramatic. Well, you can't, you wouldn't have had to go through all that if you had watched my video. Because I just explained it to you. That's why it's a vector 2. All right? Okay, that's what we need first. So now we need to we need input in actions. Okay, in actions. Okay, click this plus sign. There it is. We need composites. So if you're looking at your keyboard going WASD, or you have your up and down and left and down arrow buttons, that's kind of by your num lock or your num. On the right side of your keyboard, you have the number keypad, right? That's for the fast user input. Whoever's doing like data entry in that, they'll use that right side just for quick number entry. It's actually pretty quick, to be honest. For those that do it data entry, it's super fast, people. Okay, but you have these arrows up and down and left and right and down arrows. Commonly, they're used for like fly controls or air vehicles, if you want to call it that, right? An air type vehicle, like a plane or whatever. You'll use those buttons. We could create those as well if we wanted. But let's start off with the easy ones. We're just going to do enough of these. I know I have to kind of get my train rolling here in another gear, and I'm working on it, guys. We're going to do enough controls here just to get you going so you can grind some code and maybe make a character do some movement and some action, okay? That's what we're going to do. All right, so we need this. An up, down, left, right composite, okay? That's going to give us this, okay? A 2D vector, right? And I just explained that to you, why it's called that. Okay, stick with this. If I remember, that's what it was. Hold up. Because it's been an update since the last time I actually did one of these. So right here, this here is... Was it that? I didn't mean to add a new binding. So just quickly delete. This here, mode, digital normalized. This is actually new to the update. If they've done a new update to it. I actually don't know if they did recently. Maybe. That's why I keep track of the versions. But anyways, I want to go to my file explorer here. I have an advanced version too that I'm working on, and I'll probably try to do an advanced version for you guys and gals as well. Okay, where am I looking here? Where am I looking here? Okay, get with the program here. I'm just in my file explorer, guys, looking through like it's crazy. You'd be mind blown how much I have here. Your head would just be... You'd be running around your house with your arms flailing up in the air. Yeah, it's that out of control. Okay, Input Manager Advanced. I just wanted to see something. Did I write any extra notes? I thought I wrote some notes on that, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, composite type. There it is. Okay. It's a composite type. It's obviously it's still a 2D vector because that's what we wanted it to be. And mode is digital normalized. Normalized. I got my typing here is terrible. Normalized. There we go. Whoa. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Control Home S. I had to do some editing because I don't know how to type apparently. Where did I put that under? I put it under what? Okay. get with the program here. Right here, right? Is it under there? It's under that. I'm trying to be organized here. Yes. Okay. Just needed to confirm. Now, how's the music going here? Is it still playing? How did it pause? I must have hit... When I moved off screen, I must have paused the music. Okay. All right. Click the right program here. Okay. All right. I just needed to confirm that it was that, and that's true. You could actually have different ones, analog and digital. Okay. Again, that video link I'm going to put in comments explains this. I'd like you to, you could go to his video, I guess, and watch how he explains it. He doesn't show... What I'm doing here is I'm showing you how to create all this, all these actions. That's what I'm doing here. His video explains what each of these things means. Okay, so that's the difference. And that's why I want you to watch his video so you have a good understanding. And then when you're ready, you can come here back to my channel and watch my video, which would be super awesome of you. And then you could actually create your own actions. Okay. Again, between the both of us, you're going to be like winner, double chicken dinner. Oh, yeah. You're going to love a double chicken dinner. Okay, I'm going to rename this WASD. Wasad. Okay, real simple. Okay, click this down arrow. So the up binding. Okay, now it's time to actually enter in the WASD keys. Well, if you look at your keyboard, W is up. Okay, cool. What do we do now? This is where people will be like, oh my God, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Ah. Okay, just click the arrow, right? There's a couple of ways to do this. You could either, here's the easy, let me show you the long way and the easy way. Okay, here's the long way. Keyboard control. Not any key. By character, would it be that? Ah, there we go. Here we go. Okay, W. R. Ah, yes, W keyboard. Nice. Okay, let me show you the other way. Okay, there, that's done. This one's done. That's all you need to do. It's done. Now click down. Now here's the easy way. Watch this. All you have to do is click this arrow here. Bring the pull down. And just type W right at listen. Boom. Except that's the wrong one. Right? We don't want that one. That's the wrong one. I could go Control Z, but it don't matter. We're moving down. Oh, down is S. Ha, silly me. Okay, so you might have to scroll down here, right? Look for keyboard. Keyboard S. Done. Okay, yeah, I know there's a lot of information there, but just simplify it in your head. We're just looking for a keyboard key. Oh, US layout. Okay. Oh man, that's easy. Oh, let's click S. There we go. Okay, down. Okay, you don't even have to touch anything more. You're done. It's that easy. Okay, to move left. Oh, it's the A button. Okay, so just click here, type A. But we have to look for it. Okay, A keyboard. Done. Click this one. Now D. Type D. There it is. Boom, right at the top. Done. So now we have our keyboard move set up. W, S for down, A for left, and D for right. And if you really want to mess somebody up, you can switch them all around. Okay, that video, guys, that I'm going to again, I feel a sneeze coming on. If you want to watch, again, I recommend, if you want to get a little, go into more detail and have more of an understanding what processors are and all these sort of little details, check out his video. Okay, guys, it doesn't get super technical. He still keeps it, you know, Pretty, straightforward, simple for, the general user to understand. Okay? All right? Doesn't get super technical. I'm just wanting to be clear about that. All right. More coffee. Again, this is for you guys and gals that want to create your own custom input actions. You want to create your own custom setup. Okay, you can totally do it. Maybe you don't want to use WSAD. Okay, maybe you're creating your own personal game. Again, if you're releasing a game to the public, you're going to want to use the most commonly used information and release your game with the most commonly used information, right? But if you're creating a game for yourself, maybe you don't want to use WASD. Maybe you want to use TFGH. I don't know. You could. All right, let's get back on track. Keep going. Okay, so that's that. What other one could we do? We could do, let's say, I don't know, maybe this would work for a controller, I guess. So we can just minimize that, right? Less information for the brain. So equals less running around in circles with your arms flailing around up in the air. Okay, let's create another one. This one's going to be add binding. Okay. Now, why did it do that? Just questions. I'm just wondering. That doesn't seem like the right spot. We want to create another input actions. In actions, click. Right. In actions, click. There we go. I clicked the right one. There we go. Okay. Make sure you click in the right spot because it looked like it was as a child to WASD. That's why I knew I was incorrect. I'm creating a new input action, which is still going to be in move, but it's going to be a different peripheral, if you will. Okay, so add binding. Okay, the action is what? What's the action? I thought I had that written down here. Little details. It's a binding. The action is, this is kind of, oh, I am being silly. Slow down, guys, okay? Hold up, guys. Don't worry. I'm way ahead of myself here. I'm tripping. Okay, don't worry. Relax. I caught what I was doing. Okay, I basically just created a new one, and I'm also rename it called Look. Okay, that's what I just did. Okay, and the look one's gonna be value and vector 2 as well. Okay, but I want to go back to move. I did click the right thing, guys. We're just kind of backtracking a little bit here. Okay, I did click the right thing because we want to add here on move. Okay, and it's a binding. Yes. Okay. I don't want to mess you guys up. That's why I kind of slow down. Let's say you wanted to use a gamepad with on your PC. I guess it would. That's the same thing, I would assume. I mostly, like, I have bought a Microsoft controller for PC. I've used it before, but that was quite a minute ago. So I don't commonly use it now. Because, I mean, again, people are way more pro either on controller or way more pro on keyboard and mouse, right? Okay, binding. Okay, what's the path? The path is, there it is. Okay, good. All right, I'm doing okay now, guys. Don't worry. Relax. We want left stick gamepad. Left stick gamepad. Okay, boom. Check it out. Now let me show you something. There we go. So that's why I did this, because I'm like, well, that seems weird. This is like, it looked like it was a child of WASD, and I didn't want that. That's why I ended up clicking up here. Okay, but we're okay. Okay, clicking this plus sign. This is maybe where people get confused, right? But don't worry, I'll slow it down, right? We'll catch the mistakes and let's understand it, right? Okay, so this is part of the move, except it's a different peripheral is what we're adding. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, and that's why you click this plus sign. Now check this out, guys. If you wanted some information about the gamepad, right? Because it's the left stick, right? There's two sticks on a controller, a left stick and a right stick. The left stick is your feet, right? If I remember from Xbox gaming, originally I was a PlayStation 2 gamer, and then because I have my kid, I don't know, I went to, because I looked at PlayStation as more the adult mature console. Like, I'm not saying anything bad, not trying to, but to me that's what it was, right? And the Xbox was more for the children or the parents hanging out with their kids type console. So that's why I kind of went from PlayStation to Xbox, all right? Just to be clear. But when Call of Duty 4 came out, my friend introduced me to Call of Duty 4. He was on console, and I'm like, man, I gotta buy this for my PC. And yeah, Call of Duty 4, and then I was hooked on Call of Duty with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I know that puts me back a number of years, but man, I was shipment king, guys. That's all I cared to grind. I was slapping. Fatal Forces, keyboard and mouse, no hacks, MP5. Oh yeah. Or either a shotgun or the P90 just to be a noob. The W1200 shotgun. Oh yeah. I would go the opposite direction. It threw people off. That's how I would get the dub. Right? Because everybody's all stuck on stupid, doing the same old done thing. I'm a sheep. I'm going to do what everybody else does. Do the same circular motions. Right? Hiding behind the garbage cans. I was not a garbage can hider. I'm telling you. I was the garbage can smasher. That's what I was. RPG quick scoping, that would get them out of there. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on an aside, but those were good times. And there were occasional hackers too, and I would slap them with an RPG. It was awesome. Sorry, you can't hack an RPG. Just walling and quick scope an RPG. It was awesome. Anyways, yeah. It was good. Those were good days. Yeah, good times. I was second on that server too. Overall stats. The guy that beat me was P90 Marty. He was the super noob of noobs. P90 and Marty Dumb. Anyways, all right. I need to shut Yeti. But man, that was a good throwback. Good times. Okay. So, here we go. Look, check it out. So the left stick gamepad works, for the Xbox controller. Oh, it's all of them. That's what it is. Oh, let's go. So there you guys go, right? You're creating your game. You're setting up an action map for any player on any console or on whichever system or device they're using. That's what we're doing here, guys. It's totally why we're doing a new input system. Again, if you are creating your own game and you want to release it, let's say you're actually really committed to doing that, you want to open up your game to other different consoles. I don't mean to use the word consoles, but other devices, right? You don't want to be just PC only. Like, hey, I'm all about PC and stuff too and everything, but hey, if you want to make the monies, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to get yourself away from coding in the original or older input system and get yourself learning how to code in the new input system. That's the direction I'm going, guys. Okay, I can do both. Now I'm being modest here, right? I'm being modest here. Okay, got to put in the time. Okay, so there you go. So you can see the left stick gamepad works for all these different ones. Okay, again, I could probably hook a controller to my PC, and there is a way to set it up too. His video explains that, but I also, if we get to that point, I'll show you that you could actually swap between controller key. You could be grinding on a keyboard and mouse, and then just all of a sudden grab your gamepad or your controller and start playing on it without, like, nothing even happened. Your system will go, I know what's up, right? It's just a simple checkbox to make that decision whether a user could do that or not. It's pretty easy to actually turn on and off. All right, let's continue. I need to finish up because I need to go get more coffee and have a little latrine break. Okay, let's see. We've done that. So we could work on. So that's it for move, guys, right? I just wanted to show you a couple. Okay, we set up the keyboard. We set up a gamepad for move control. There, all right. So I created look already. This is a new action, right? A look action. Okay, binding. What are we gonna use for look? Well, I know with keyboard and mouse, your head rotate is the mouse, right? Wherever you're looking in a game, you're usually panning and zooming and looking around up or down with your mouse, right? That's your head rotate. And your WASD is your feet, if we're talking about first-person shooter or third-person controllers, right? Okay. So we've already done that. Our look is a value vector 2. Okay, good. We're doing good. Again, if you want to know more detail about this, check out the link in the not in the description, but in comments, guys. It's there for you. Again, you guys are welcome back to continue watching my content. I'm trying to show love to the little guy here, okay? So that's what I do. And hey, the guy has no idea that I'm even doing it. I'm just gonna do it because, you know, I try to be awesome. Okay, vector 2, let's do now. We could do the gamepad, I guess, real quick. So add binding. We've added the binding. What are we doing next? Gamepad again. This time it's going to be right stick. That's your look, right? So right stick. There it is. It's so easy. It's like right there. 2 clicks and I've got it already. And again, you're going to see the same thing in the derived bindings. Okay? This right stick will cover all of it. All the different devices. Done. Man, I don't know why people would get scared from this. Like, that's how easy it is. I'm telling you. The Unity couldn't make it any easier for us. Like, if, you know, I'm trying to be modest here, nice, right? If that was hard for somebody, I mean, oh, wait, really? Like, I barely had to do any effort there. It's just a matter of knowing which ones to click. That's all it is, guys, and that's what we're doing here. So you guys can learn and also know what to do and understand yourself as well, right? That's what we're doing. Okay. So what's next? A pointer. Well, yeah, I need my mousey mouse. Okay, so let's add another binding. Okay, the mousey mouse is what? It's add a binding again. Okay, let's click path. What's a mouse? What's a mouse? What is a mouse? What is a mouse? Well, I would think that a mouse points, a cursor points, so I would assume a mouse points. Oh no, I don't know which one to use. Be more.
Alex.
What the
with
French
two S's.
fries?
A-H.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. He was kind of a demon.
What the French fries and cornflakes? Hey Tim, how you doing, bro? That was really strange, guys. Really strange. Were you hearing two different songs and stuff playing? Because my intro kind of looped on its own. It just started playing on its own somehow. I don't know. But what's really strange is it actually went through one song before it went to Tim the Tatman's channel. Yes, I follow Tim the Tatman. Sorry, Tim, I haven't been watching you lately. I've been really busy, but I love you, man. He's putting in the grind all the time, you know? Whoops, we're not ending yet. I kind of have tabs set up, guys. I have, if I don't have the tabs set up for the stream, then when I go to click what I want or click to the song that I want to play for you guys or whatever, depending on whether I'm starting or it's center music or ending music, it'll go to commercial. And if you've been watching my channel at all, you know how much commercials drive me crazy. Oh yeah, literally, I hard cringe when it comes to commercials. If commercials are showing me the money and paying my bills, I wouldn't give a F or even 2 cents. Okay, I wouldn't. But they're not paying the bills, so, and I know they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. They already have enough advertising money thrown at them. It's insane. Okay, I hope you're having a good day, Tim. I have no idea what he's been doing lately. I'm sure he's playing Call of Duty. Yes, I'm seeing Tech Dave. Yes, you click on listen button and press the key or combination that you want. Yeah, that's right. Hello, President Zaddy. Salute, Tech Dave. Hello. Let's carry on, guys. Okay, so we're on look, okay? And that kind of threw me off a little bit, but it didn't make me hard cringe. It's Tim the Tatman. It's okay. He's cool. Right stick, gamepad, done. So now pointer, yes. That got all messed up, so we got to kind of start again. I'm just going to start right from the beginning, okay? Boom, add binding. Okay, path. Now, I'm going to tell you right from the get-go, guys, it's delta. I know you're going to want to go down here, but just click delta, okay? We want a delta pointer, all right? Don't need to overanalyze. That's what we need. Again, it covers the mouse anyways, okay? And then you can have a virtual mouse. It covers the pen, covers the touch screen, covers it all, right? That's why we click delta. And that's all you really need to know about that. And there, make sure I'm looking at my basic one here. Okay, that's it. Okay, look. Da-da-da. Yeah, covers it all. If there's a keyboard mouse, sometimes you'll see like a keyboard or a mouse like checkbox or something. If it's a keyboard, just click keyboard, right? Yeah, of course there isn't that in this, right? Look actions, pointer, delta, the bindings, keyboard mouse. Yeah, there'll be something that says keyboard mouse, and then you just checkbox it. If it's there, just checkbox it. I'm not seeing it here though. Okay, so that was a little note I had for myself. Okay, I think that's it. So we've covered the look with the mouse, and if let's say I decided I wanted to use my gamepad, I'm covered there as well. Okay, let's do a new action. new action called attack. Okay, did I set that one up yet? I don't know if I set that one up yet. Attack button. Yeah, I didn't get that one finished, so we're not going to do that one, but we could do crouch. Okay, crouch movement. As a matter of fact, I could quickly look at attack, I guess. But we'll finish up crouch. Or I'll just go like this. Delete. Delete. Okay, start again. Attack. Okay, it's called attack. I'm going with the same common naming convention because it's going to be the same across the board. You might as well just use the same. No sense creating your own naming convention, guys, unless it's your own game and you're not going to release it. You could call it whatever you want. You could call it Auntie Uncle Sally's barbecue chicken bacon Sunday all day breakfast. You could call it that if you want. It's up to you, man. You'd be good either way, right? If you're not releasing it, there's no sense. Yeah, I don't think I got that one done. Yeah, I haven't got that one done yet. I tried to prepare a little bit again, there's that time where I'm not streaming and that, and then there's a period where it's like, okay, it's time. I gotta stream, put out some content. I'll come back to the crouch one. We'll do the advanced one. Okay, that'll be ready for you guys. Okay, let's not worry about attacks for now. We'll do crouch. Okay, crouch is a button type. Okay, so here, this is, yeah, look, it's already set up. Initial state check. So as a quick note, it's explained in his video, D-Man Games, that this is, if this is checked, really what it is when the game's loading or whatever it's doing, it does an initial check, a state check. Basically what it means is it checks to see if the user's pressing any buttons. Really, that's all it is. So you can have it on or off. That's up to you. Okay, sorry I didn't get attack all set up here, guys. Oh, it is set up. Okay, start again. It's just going to be one. I don't have one set up for gamepad, but we'll do it quickly. It's another button. No, it's a binding. Binding, right? Whoop, I got two here. Just hit delete. Okay, it's a binding. And attack normally with a mouse is left click, right? Let's go left. Is it left button? Left button? Did I press the right one? Mouse pointer. Press. Which one is that one though? Press pointer? No, that doesn't seem right. It should say, just looking at my notes here, it should say left button. Left, why would it be called a button? I guess it's technically a button. Is it a pointer? Mouse, no, it's under mouse. It is under mouse. Okay, I don't want to mess things up here. Oh, did I actually delete that again? Okay, nope, I didn't. Let's go to mouse. Mouse. Left button. There it is. I knew it had to say left button. It is under mouse, guys. It's under mouse. Okay? I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information. If I stumble and trip a little bit, I will slow it up and make sure you get the right information. So there you go. That's attack. Okay, gamepad off the top of my head, I can't think of what button it is. Again, when I do the advanced one, and hopefully I go through it much quicker, I'll make sure I have it. Okay, let's do another one. So that one's done. Attack is done. Add binding mouse left button. That's simple. Initial state unchecked. Okay, and again, it'll cover virtual mouse as well. Okay, minimize so it looks simpler in the mind to read and understand. Okay, now we need one for crouch. Okay, crouch is going to be another button. Okay, oh look, it's already set up. We're going to leave that unchecked. Okay, we're not worrying about interactions or processors. Okay, now thinking about that, did I actually do one? I could do it after. Okay, I'm going to stay on track. But I could actually, I think for the look, I set up a processor for the look. We'll try to get to that. Okay, crouch needs a binding. Crouch is a button, which we have, right? Yeah, that's good. Says button. Just double check. Add binding again. Okay, we've done that. Now, what are we looking for? We're looking for, we could do the listen again, guys. Right? So go here, listen, type C. There you go. Right? C is crouch, commonly. And is there one for the gamepad? I'm not seeing it. Not seeing one for the gamepad. Again, stay tuned for the advanced one, right? This will be kind of for keyboard keyboard and mouse mostly, guys. All right? Again, if you're doing code and creating games and such, most likely you're doing it on a PC, right? Good luck creating a game on a mobile. Man, it's already slow enough doing it on PC. I couldn't imagine trying to code and create. That would be a nightmare. It would be an absolute nightmare. I will never watch videos on how to do that. Trust. All right, jump. Let's keep going, right? I'm trying to speed things up now. Did it already create a binding? Yeah, it automatically creates a binding for you. That's insane. Okay, jump is a button action type. Again, initial state checked, unchecked. In actions, click add binding. It's already done. We're just gonna highlight it, select it. Now this one does have a gamepad, so we're gonna do both, keyboard and gamepad. So again, it's gonna be simple. Just click path, type space. Right? This is the listen. There we go. That makes life so much easier. You don't have to go here and then go here and then go here, right? That listen, whoa. Okay, we're fine. I hit escape. I thought maybe I lost it. But we're fine. We're fine. Man, that Unity makes it like so user friendly. If you know kind of what you're doing, you're going to be fine. Okay, let's create a new one. This one is also a binding. Okay, add binding. And it's going to be for the gamepad. And now you have to understand the controllers, the way it's set up, right? So we're doing a jump. So it's a button press. Which button is it, right? Is it button south? Is it button, right? You need to know which button is which. Again, they make it pretty easy. If you look at your controller, well, east is left, west is right, north is up, and south is down, right? So if you just got to figure out which button is normally pressed for on any controller. It's probably most likely going to be the same button for all across the board for every controller. Okay, this one is jump, button south. There, that's done. I'm trying to speed things up here, guys. Okay, I really am. We got that train going at, I don't know, 5 kilometers an hour or miles an hour now. Which doesn't seem very fast, but we're getting there, okay? I wanted to do some extra ones. I could have did just 4, but I wanted to add in some extra, okay? So that's done. Jump is done. We got the keyboard and mouse set up, and we got the gamepad set up. Let's add a new action. These are all actions, okay? That's 5 actions. Okay, so we're gonna create a new action type. This one's called sprint. Okay, should be a binding here. Perfect. What is sprint? Sprint is a pass through. Okay, this one's different. What's his name again? D-Man Games explains pass through a little bit better detail than I will. Okay, guys, I'm showing you how to do it, how to set it up. If you want to understand a little more of the not super in-depth terminology and understanding, it's pretty. He makes it easy to understand. I'm not going to re-explain it. For me, I feel a lot better if I just share his video, and because he's done a great job already explaining it. I'm not going to do any better. All right, we're on sprint. Okay, sprint is a pass through. Okay, so hold up. Okay, let me delete that. Okay, we gotta set this up first. That's why I deleted the binding. Okay, sprint is a pass through. Okay, again, he explains the difference between value. We obviously know what a button is, but just thinking about it from a normal human aspect, like value, we think numbers, right? If you think about it, it's, something to do with numbers, right? Pass through, well, that means it's like bypassing or something to that effect, right? How it works under the hood, I cannot explain. Again, check out D-Man's video. All right, and then come back, and I'll see you again. Oh, you're back! Let's go! Man, you're awesome. Thank you for coming back and watching again. You're so awesome. You truly are. Oh, man, I love it. Let's go! We're almost done, guys. Okay, I think this is the last one. How many do we have? We have move, we have look, we have attack, which I partly got done. We have crouch, we have jump, and we have sprint. This is the last one, guys. Sprint is a pass through, and it's any. Control type is any. Okay, now we've got this set up. The key thing is to get your action set up first. Do your action first, right? And then worry about your bindings. Okay? Bindings are the link up to your peripherals. Okay, so now let's add a binding. Is it a binding we're adding? Yes. I just clicked the plus sign, guys. It's that simple. Okay, binding is selected. We want keyboard. So for keyboard, shift is usually sprint. And yes, that's true. We could also do one for prone too. Ooh. Right? I could even add in a prone, because that's actually a thing too. So let's do it. I might even add prone in just for funsies. Okay, it's not commonly or normal in the advanced one that Unity has, I believe so. But I'm gonna do it just for fun. Okay, maybe you're creating your own game, but prone is a thing in Call of Duty and such, right? I don't know if you could do it in Fortnite or not. I mean, my kid's been trying to get me to play that so much. For me, like I was hard grinding gaming for the longest time, guys, and I still love gaming. I do. My wife kind of hated it. I won't lie. She's not a gamer, but she's an artist, right? I tried to get her to do digital art for me. Yeah, that was a no. But she's an artist type, which is fine. Everybody has their, they're created in their own way, and those are our strengths. However, we're created with our own strengths in doing certain tasks or things in life, right? Hers is being an artist. Mine not so much. But I wanted to get into learning coding and creating my own games, which I wish I was doing this 10 years ago, guys. I should have been on the bandwagon 10 years ago. I should have. But hey, I'm doing it today, and at least that's doing it, right? You got to start sometime, somewhere, someday. So that's been my focus. Learning the code and, making games, okay? I am college educated, but I'm educated in different degrees, okay? This learning stuff here for other stuff, to me, it's like learning C++ and then C#. Gravy on your potatoes. Okay, let's carry on. So sprint, binding. I just thought I'd share, little stories, little stuff to make the video more interesting, guys, right? Stories are fun, aren't they? Yes, they are. Okay, and plus you get to learn a little bit about me. Okay? I'm not just some rough-sounding guy that can't speak very well. I'm pretty smart, though. I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty intelligent, well, at least I think in my own mind. All right, good for laughs. Okay, left shift, keyboard left shift. All right, let's continue. Okay, so I could go left, and we want shift. I wonder if I could actually type that. Will it bring it up? It's not really bring it up. Maybe if I go SH. Ah, there it is. Almost have to type the whole word, but there it is. Don't let all of this confuse you. There's a lot of different entry. We're talking about gamepad, Nimbus, iOS. That's why there's so much, right? Left shift keyboard. Boom. That easy. Okay, and let's do the gamepad quickly. So that's done. If available, keyboard, mouse checked. I don't see keyboard. If there's something that says keyboard, mouse, and you have a checkbox, just check it. Okay, let's do another binding. And this one's going to be gamepad this time. Okay, gamepad. And we want left trigger. Left trigger. Left trigger. Left trigger. Is there a left trigger? Yes, there is. Left trigger gamepad. And that's exactly the way it should look. Okay, and you have it all, everything up perfect. So for all the gamepad ones, if there's a checkbox somewhere that says gamepad, just check it. Okay, just letting you know. Right? It's just it's kind of like coding. When you have to put float in parentheses in front of a float value or something. It's just being explicit. That's all it is. Okay? And there we go, guys. We got that covered. That covers majority of them, right? Most of the basic controls. We didn't need to do all of them. Really, the main ones you need is move, look, maybe jump. Start with those three. And at least that'll get you, you're typing in your code. You got a character, whether it's a rigid body or a character controller. You've got a character in your environment or world. At least you got some sort of input to make the magic happen with your character. Okay, guys? All right, done. Now, if there's a save button, make sure you save. I'm not seeing one. There's the old system, I think. We don't want to reset. I think it's auto-saved automatically. The the older setup prior to the, you know, because everything gets updated, gets a little more modernized, the look gets changed a little bit, things get removed, things get added. That's just normal, guys and gals, okay? So it should be saved, okay? I'm going to save it here, though. I'm going to save my environment. And if I want, if I'm uncertain, I could always go back to project settings. Oh, look, I'm good. All right. Sprint doesn't have an icon, apparently. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. You should be good, though, hopefully. Again, you could just have a look. Move, look. Okay, attack, crouch, okay, and sprint. All right, there we go. Okay, make sure you click this too. Make sure it says, right, when you create it, your input action asset, make sure it's here. Okay, guys? All right. And it should be anyways. I don't think you could do all this entry without it. All right. And then you could go to settings here too, as well as an addition, and you can create settings asset. In the last video, this was kind of auto-generated, but you can create this as well. Okay, there you go. And then it gets updated here in your projects, but it's in the wrong spot, so I'm going to move it over into my input system. So, and you can change these values, like dead zones and stuff, or for like a controller and such. Okay, so some values in that you can actually modify and change, right? Okay, so it won't hurt to do that. Nothing wrong with that. Supported devices as well, right? Again, if you wanted to understand this in more in depth, just, you know, if you want, I guess you could check out, put it in comments. I'll do the research on that for you guys, okay? And then it'll just be in comments or something to that effect. All right, there we go. Boom. Okay, closing that. So because I like being organized, I'm going to drag and drop this right into there. And the system normally updates. So the updates are kind of like for, so it knows which path or which direction to go to look for things. That's the way I look at it. Okay, I could double click that. It'll bring this up, this window up. Okay. So the last thing, now that if you're comfortable and you have everything set up and you're, you know, again, you can still edit these. You can still make changes. You could. Okay. But if you're comfortable and you're happy with what is here, then this is the point where you go, okay, I am ready. Okay, again, you can click here. There's another shortcut, right? I just actually clicked here. There's so many different ways to get to the same point, really. Okay, now we need to generate our C# class. You're gonna need this, guys. This is the link between, it's kind of the middleman, okay? This here, what we're creating, is a middleman between your input actions and the code that you're going to type, because you're going to actually create your own script as well. Okay, so I'm going to create this. Might as well do it. Again, don't do this until you're done, right? I'm going to uncheck it, right? Make sure you're all content and happy and satisfied with what you have set up. Again, what I've showed you here, guys, you're going to be fine. The values are all correct. Okay? You can double check it if you want. That's fine by me. But trust, you're going to be fine. Okay? So I'm happy. So I click this. And I'm going to apply. Click apply. Boom. Let's go. Drop in the big yays. There we go. Now it's updating. That's what I'm talking about. Updating. Okay, just like the last video, right? Here we got a script created. Okay, now this script here, guys, I'm going to double click it and open it. This is for viewing only, okay? Now, you can open this. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay? And you can edit it, you can make changes, you could, but you don't want to. If you start messing with things in here, you're gonna mess up the communication. Let me just finish up here. You will, in fact, mess up the communication, and your things are gonna go sideways on you quickly. Again, when you're doing your own project, guys, always make sure you have a backup. Backup at least once a week. Zip it up, and then, right, if you're actually creating a project, again, things that you have to think about. Am I using the old system? Am I using the new system? Who are my end users? Are they going to be just PC? Are they going to be maybe everybody? Mobile, PC, Switch, all those things, right? Which render pipeline am I using? Right? All these details. Again, as you're creating your projects don't happen in a day, guys, right? You're working on projects weeks, easy. And I recommend that you back it up once a week, zip it up, and have and then it's second week, keep your first week zipped backed up, and then you have your second week, zip that back up, right? Now you got 2 zipped copies, right? Don't mess with the original, because if you foobar the second week, then you got the first week to go back to and start again. You're not going to want to start right from the beginning. Okay, that's my best. Guys, I'm giving you good advice, tips, and stuff over here, all right? That's kind of what my channel's about, all right? Help and support, technical support. I'm a bit of a technical guy, so I do my best. All right, so there you go. Again, if you mess with this code, you're going to mess up with the communication between your input action assets. It will get updated. It will. If you change here, this will get updated here. That's fine. Let it update. But if you open up this, we're going to open it up, right? It's going to have the same name. Again, it's 2 different entities. This entity is C# script. This entity is an asset. It's 2 different entities. One's .cs, the other is, I'm not sure what it would be, .something, .asset. Sure, let's roll with it. Okay, they're 2 different entities, 2 different existences. Okay, so you can see, again, player is going to be what you're going to use in your code, and also you're going to need to this as well, okay? Because you're going to actually use this in your code. And I will do, if you guys want, I'll do some, I may do it anyways. I'm going to do a stream on the original input system, like code just for like a character controller, mouse head rotate and everything. Basically it'd be kind of, yeah. So if you want, I'm going to do that. If, let's say, maybe you just want to create games for PC, then if that's the case, then you're going to want to probably use the old original input system. Okay, input manager it's called. Oh, that's the other tidbit I wanted to give you. Again, some more details and advice for you guys here. Okay, so let's say, because right now we could, with this project I created, I could use either A, the old input system, original, or B, the new input system. You can actually use either or in your project. Okay, well, let me show you. So you can use either one or both input systems, the old or the new, together if you want to, because you can. Okay, so to choose from which input system to use, go to Edit, project settings, player, other settings, okay, other settings, okay, and configuration, okay, see if we can find that. Oh, there we go, configuration, and active input handling, active input handling, right here, active input handling. Oh, it says both. Look at that. We could use the original and or the new. Okay, I just click this down arrow here, so you can choose to force it. Essentially, you would be forcing it to use the old system. They actually call it old, so I guess it's okay for me to call it old. Or the new, right? I could force it to use the new only. Okay, 100%, you totally can. All right, little extra tips and advice for you guys and gals here on WhiskeyTango Coding. Okay, again, and with this code, okay, this is the link between this. It's the middleman, and you're wondering what else? Let me show you. Because now you have to do, I hate when it does that. Now you have to actually do the logic too, okay? Right? You have to make the magic happen still, guys, okay? There's a lot of setup. Setting up is probably the biggest thing right from the beginning of starting a project. Okay, I go over the setup lots myself. But it's key. The more you do it, the better you get at it, right? Just like anything. The more you ride a bicycle, eventually you're going to be doing backflips and cartwheels, okay? Again, make sure you wear your helmet. Okay, so that's the link, okay? This is the middleman right here. In your code, you're going to be using the words player input actions and player. Okay, it's actually right here. You're going to be using this and this in your code. Don't change it. Don't mess with this. It's okay to look through it. You can actually see everything in here that you set up. This is all stuff that we set up, right? Everything we just typed is in here. Okay, and it creates it for you. Okay, find action map. That's another word that you're gonna have to get used to. It's part of code. Enable, disable, same thing. We're gonna have to do that in our code. Input action. That's another word in our code. Input action map. Another word in our code. Okay, look, start, perform, canceled. More words that we use in our code. Okay, this is I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to remember all the terminology. Like, I know what it is, just looking at it. I know what it is, but just coming up with the wordage, the terminology wordage from the back of my brain. Yeah, I'm just not finding it right now, guys. Okay, so there you go. Again, it doesn't hurt to look at the code. You can view the code. Think of it as a read-only file. Don't mess with it, okay? Study, you don't have to study it, you know, just read it, look through it. You could always reflect on it anytime. But then if you want, you could just close it, okay? If you need to access it again, well, it's just going to be right here, okay? Again, I'm leaving it within this. I'm just going to keep everything together, okay? I'm not going to move it. scripts folder is just for anything you create. Let's say you create a don't destroy on load script, or a health script, or an attack script, or move script, or whatever, right? Scripts are just going to be for your player movement, action, anything that has to do with the player in game, or even enemies in that, right? That's what this folder is for. All right, guys, that is it. I'm going to leave it at that. I think that covers everything. I know it was a lot. If you're still watching, you're awesome sauceum. Right. Go to look. That was the last thing I wanted to talk about before I forgot. Good thing I was looking at my notes, guys. Helps me remember. Okay? You can actually go, because when you do your script and that, and you're going to see me do it when I'm doing the code, I'm going to do, stay tuned, guys, right? Big things are happening here in the future. You're going to love it. I'm going to do probably shortly like a capsule character, do some code, create some code so you guys know how to type certain code, and, you know, to help you out creating your own third or first person controller script, maybe even rigid body script. We'll see how it goes. I'm working more towards the new input system and character controllers. Okay, that's what I'm working towards. And so with that said, you could actually, like, with rigid bodies, I never noticed this was a problem, because I've been working with both rigid body and character controllers script with the old and the new system. So with the new input system, you can actually create, and this is in look, you can create processors. Okay, so what do we, for stick gamepad, right stick gamepad, add processor, scale vector 2. Okay, we can actually tweak these values. So imagine you got your head mouse rotate. This is the way I'm gonna explain it. Okay, with the whoops, whoa. Let's just go back. I must have had that still open. That's okay. Where did I click up there by accident? I don't know what's up. Back to look. Okay, here. It didn't change actually. There. Okay. So quickly, as D-Man mentioned, I don't know, was it D-Man or I heard it somewhere else? But anyways, the right stick on the gamepad, the sensitivity in that is different to a mouse, right? Obviously, if we kind of think about it, they're two different things, right? There are two different ways of sending input information. Okay, a right stick has the sensitivity is different compared to the sensitivity of a mouse. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. So you can actually, so when I was doing my code with I'm going to go over this again and talk about it again in the future. But when I did my code with the third person controller on the new input system, the mouse, like I was moving the head rotate, and man, it was like spastic. It was so fast. It was like I had the sensitivity at 200 or something ridiculous. Well, you could actually adjust it here, and it worked. So click this, add scale vector 2, and then you just lower the sensitivity. Okay, you see the difference between the right stick? Because the force, the strength or the force that you place upon the thumbstick versus the mouse is not the same, right? So I lowered the sensitivity, and man, it turned my 200 to down to, I don't know, doing the math in my head, was it 20? I don't know, I'm guessing, wild guess. My math is probably terrible there. 20% of 200. 10% is 10. I'm probably right. 40. Okay, I was close. At least I used 1 0 and not 10. 40. Okay, so took a 200 down to 40. Right, that makes sense. 10% is 20. Right. Logic. Anyways, that's it, guys. I hope that helps you out. Let me let that quick save. We'll bring that up again quickly right here for you guys. Okay, that's how you do. Okay, again, this will be like the quick setup for you guys. Again, I know the video was a little long, but trust, if you type in these values without all the talking, you should have this all typed out and entered within 20 minutes, I would assume, and you'd be pretty much set up and ready to go. Okay, I think that's just scrolling through my notes to make sure I covered everything I wanted to. I believe I did. Yeah, I think so. If I missed anything, I'll try to cover it in the next video. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Again, this is work and time is money, and work is time, and time is time, and working is time. And I could be just sitting working, which I want to be sitting and working, but I'm putting content together for you guys, which I enjoy doing. I want to help you guys out, help you guys learn and grow and improve your skills and skill sets, because I think that's awesome. So that is it. Johnny WhiskeyTango Coding. I appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys in the next video. Gonna cut it out short there, because I know I tend to ramble on and on and on. You guys love it. I know you do. Anyways, let's go! You guys are awesome. Subscribers, viewers. Again, I appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next video. For now, Johnny WhiskeyTango saying peace out, guys. Peace!